Hi you guys, Erin here to share some information with you about the very sensitive zodiac sign Cancer. Okay, so this video would mostly pertain to people who were born between June 21st and July 22nd, meaning that the sun was in the sign of Cancer when you were born. However, there is so much more to the natal chart, and I will use myself as an example here. I am a Pisces, but my actual dominant zodiacal ruler is the sign of Cancer, due to the fact that when I was born, the moon and Mars were both in the sign of Cancer. And furthermore, Cancer rules the fourth house of the zodiac, and I have a ton of planetary activity in my fourth house. So a lot of this energy just manifests in my life, okay? So if you are Cancer and you're watching this video and you find that some of this information doesn't necessarily resonate with you, you guys are the ones that I encourage the most to just get a little bit of a better understanding to your entire natal chart, because there are so many things that can come in and modify this energy, okay? So Cancer. Cancer is a cardinal water sign. Okay, by cardinal, I mean that this energy, there's a forcefulness with it. It's a very forward moving energy. And with the water element, this is where the sensitiveness comes from. The water signs have a tendency to be much more sensitive and emotional. And that actually leads me into Cancer's ruler, which is the moon. The moon is the mother of the heavens, and the moon influences our moods, our emotions, and our intuition. So that being said, this Cancer energy, there can be a tendency for mood swings. There is definitely a tendency for strong emotions. But furthermore, there's also a very strong intuition that comes with this Cancerian energy. It reminds me like the mother, the moon of the moon being the mother of the heavens, and this Cancerian energy reminds me a lot of the story of a woman who her child is in a car accident, you know, on the other side of the world, but she intuitively and instinctively knows that there's something wrong. She feels there's something wrong. That's very Cancerian energy. In fact, Cancer's key words are I feel. They feel everything, okay? Again, back to this motherly energy, this Cancer, especially Sun in Cancer, can be quite nurturing, want to really, care for their loved ones and their family members. It's also very much associated with the home, like our safe place, our home. Sometimes Cancer children might have a hard time having overnights at their friend's house. You know, everything's going fine, and then all of a sudden it's nighttime, it's time to go to sleep. A lot of times Cancer children will just want to go home, and be with their mother or their, whoever is their mother figure in their life. Okay, so Cancer, your erogenous zone is the breasts, and this goes for women and men. Okay, so this is a very sensitive area, especially for Sun in Cancer. And actually, because it is so sensitive, women who are Cancers, once you get into your adult life, there can be a tendency for things like fibroids to develop in the breasts. As a Cancer, it's very important to do things like yoga, just help keep the lymph flow healthy, and refrain from wearing things like restrictive garments like really tight bras or corsets, something like that could really affect the breast health due to it blocking the lymph flow. Okay, and Cancer also, it actually rules the stomach. Okay, so a lot of this has to do with the emotions. We feel emotions, a lot of chemicals get released in our stomach with emotions, that sort of thing. This can actually lead to things like stomach ulcers as a Cancer due to like worrying and that sort of thing. If you are a Cancer and you're dealing with something like a stomach ulcer, I suggest looking into utilizing pine tree sap. I actually healed my own stomach ulcers using pine tree sap in my tea, okay? And also this ruling the stomach energy, okay, it can lead to using food as security rather than, food is really meant to be used for energy, not security. And what this can lead to is gaining weight. This can lead to a Cancer being overweight in their adult life due to them reaching for food for security. Okay, so let's see, Cancer, your like lucky day would be Mondays. It's not necessarily just lucky, it's just when the Cancerian energy functions at its finest. So if you're a Cancer, you might want to consider scheduling your important things that you have to do on Mondays. Okay, your lucky numbers are 3 and 7. So if you're a creator of anything, you might want to consider creating things in patterns of 3 and 7. This will help manifest some luck in your life. The Cancer birthstone is a pearl. Okay, what pearls can do is they can actually transform bad fortune into good fortune, or things like discord into harmony. Pearls can also help to bring in support from very influential people. The Cancerian energy can often use some support. So if you're a Cancer, I strongly encourage you to wear or carry pearls with you, okay? Some flowers for the Cancerian energy would be larkspur and anthocus. If you have a garden, I strongly suggest planting some of these flowers, especially from seed, okay? And what these flowers can do is really help assist with that worrying that can happen, okay? It also will just overall bring you luck. It helps just keep the Cancerian energy at the frequency that it likes to be at, okay? So for every zodiac sign, there is a particular cell salt dedicated to you. And for the Cancers, it is calcium fluoride, not to be mistaken with sodium fluoride, okay? Calcium fluoride is a natural forming substance. What it does is it unites with the albumin and the oils in the body to help keep the connective tissue healthy. Again, back to stomach, the Cancer energy ruling the stomach, and anything that happens in the stomach will really affect everything else in the body, okay? And this calcium fluoride can really just help assist with all of that. Some foods that are high in calcium fluoride would be beets, let's see, kale, watercress, tomatoes, egg yolks. You can also get it in a supplemental form, but I always try to encourage people to try and get these things from the natural source, from the food. So a deficiency of this cell salt can lead to all sorts of things like varicose veins, receding gum lines, curvature of the spine. I mean, all kinds of health issues can come from a deficiency of calcium fluoride. It's very important for the Sun and Cancers to get this cell salt in daily, okay? So Cancer energy, just on a whole, to sum it up, again, this is very motherly, very nurturing, very caring, very protective, very sensitive, again, the mood swings can occur. And this is, it's important to note, if you are a Cancer, it's important to note that it is okay to cry, okay? You don't always need to keep that protective shell on. It's part of your karma to feel things and to learn how to process these heavy emotions properly with doing things like meditation, breathing exercises, and tapping. If you haven't heard of tapping, this is an exercise where you just tap on certain parts of the body to help release tension. I mean, you can even, there's certain parts of the head that you can tap on to help connect certain neurons. I would just strongly recommend doing a quick internet search for the exercise of tapping. Okay, so I think I'm going to wrap it up here for my Cancer video. If you would like to get a reading from me, an astrology reading, you can send me an email at ErinWaageAstrololgy@gmail.com. That's ErinWaageAstrology @gmail.com. I will post a link to my website in the description of this video. I'm also fairly active on Instagram. My screen name on Instagram is imaginal_cell. You can send me a direct message there. Those are the best ways to reach me. So I hope to hear from some of you. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and namaste to all of you.